stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we had a boxing news contest, international contest overseas, and we have two winners today, Zoe Georgiou and Walter Goggin are here. So let's put our hands together for our international fans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if we could please have a moment of silence for Hall of Famers that have departed us, and for Dulio Lloyd, W.C. Hines, and of course Hank Kaplan. Moment of silence. And we thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, all of our departed and all of our Hall of Famers are truly one big family here in Canastota and enshrined in our Hall of Fame. But one gentleman, Hank Kaplan, is very close and dear to our hearts. We truly feel that we've lost a very, very close family member. And I never got to know Hank as well as the Brophies and, of course, many of the boxing people here, and as well as some of you. But we want to show the utmost respect for Hank and have his spirit live on here today because he meant so much to the Hall of Fame. He was here from day one. Of course, those of you that know Hank is just truly the historian of boxing. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, to speak even further, I'd like to introduce to you Hall of Famer Don Chargan.
Thank you. It was with a heavy heart that in December we were notified that we lost Hank. Hank was just so close with all of us, anybody in boxing. He was probably the greatest historian that boxing has ever had. He's lit up the lives of so many people. He used to call us like once a week from Florida out to California just to inquire about what young prospects there were, who was looking good, what fighters. He just had such a great interest for all of boxing. And to say that we're going to miss him is putting it mildly. What I would like for you to do, I don't want to stay up here long for Hank because I know I'll get choked up, but I'd like, when he was, thank goodness, inducted into the Hall of Fame last year, he felt so good because he said, "Did you hear that hand that I got?" So let's give Hank one last hand. Thank you very much. I know he heard that. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and now for our welcoming, please welcome our Mayor of Canastota, the Honorable Mayor Todd Rouse.
that are making a return visit, welcome back to Canastota. For 19 years, the Hall of Fame has been going strong, and every year we look forward to new fans, old fans, and the fans that become like family. And certainly all of the boxing greats and the legends that are in the sport, and especially this year, the new up-and-coming stars of tomorrow that'll continue to make the Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York, one of the greatest places in the world. I had to, as we listened on Hank Kaplan, he was certainly a personal friend of both mine, along with my family's, and he spent a lot of time at our house, and along with Brophy's. And I can remember last year sitting next to him when he was inducted, and he kept saying to me, "This is unbelievable." And I asked him, I said, "Well, what's unbelievable? That you got inducted?" He said, no, that's unbelievable. He said, "But Canastota is unbelievable." So I hope for all of you that are here that you'll remember that, and when you leave, you'll also draw the same conclusion. Canastota is unbelievable. Welcome to Canastota. Have a great weekend.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, you may know him, we know him, most of you do know him. And it's one reason that the year after year, this Hall of Fame that we come to love and enjoy is cared for and nurtured and brought to higher levels year after year. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ed Brophy.
Thank you, Joey. Congratulations to the new inductees that are here with us tonight. Other ones are still flying in. Congratulations to the class of 2008. I'd like to welcome back the alumni that are with us and the other special guests. It's always great to have that reunion, and so important to boxing to reunite everyone, to pay tribute to the great sport of boxing, the international sport, and to have our fans come back every year. And so often our volunteers just work so hard, and we want to thank them for working so hard, but they say that they look forward to not only welcome the celebrities, but the fans that they've become friends with. So hats off to our volunteers, and throughout the weekend when you see them, they got the welcome ribbons on, maybe give them a thank or shake their hand again. They put in over a year of work, and they do it year after year. And to Mayor Todd Rouse, thanks to him and his whole crew, they always keep Canastota looking beautiful throughout the year, but during the induction weekend, they're putting in endless hours just to really welcome everybody and pay tribute to the sport of boxing. A number of years ago, when the Hall of Fame was developed, it was really the way of the village of Canastota saying thanks to the sport of boxing. Over 100 years of boxing history here, and 2 world champions, Carmen Basilio and Billy Backus, who will be here shortly. The village fell in love with boxing a long number of years ago, and through everybody's spirit of over those years and continue today, it's just the village's way to say thanks to the greatest sport there is, the sport of boxing. Enjoy the induction weekend. We got a busy schedule in front of us, a lot of workouts tomorrow. Each of the events are filled to capacity tomorrow night, Saturday night at the banquet. And we know at this given time people are having trouble financially with the gas prices, airfares, but it amazes me that each and every one of you and all the people will be coming from this over the next couple of days are flying in from so many different states and so many different countries because you've got boxing in your blood and you love the sport. So everybody that's around each other, just enjoy the spirit that's existing throughout the weekend. We all love boxing. Welcome to Canastota.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now comes a part that we're really here for, and that's everybody on this stage. And we'd like to start off, ladies and gentlemen, by introducing to you 2008 Hall of Fame inductee, Joe Kazumi. Let's say a few words.
I'm highly honored to be inducted into this International Hall of Fame. Boxing has been my life for more than 50 years. I started watching boxing at the age of 10. At that time, the world champion, when I started watching boxing, heavyweight, Roy Patterson, after Rocky Marciano. Light heavyweight, Archie Moore. Middleweight, Carmen Basilio. Welterweight, Roger Akins. The lightweight, Joe Brown. Featherweight, Hogan Kid Basset. Bantamweight, Alfonso Arribi. Flyweight, Pascal Perez. It's my great honor, great pleasure to see the great champion, Carmen Basilio, here in Canastota at his place. I have been writing for the Ring magazine since at the age of 17 for 44 years. It's my great pleasure to be inducted into the great PSL organization, the International Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.
All the way from Japan, ladies and gentlemen, the 2008 inductee, Joe Kazumi. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a wave to our great Hall of Famer, Gil Clancy. This happens every year. Ladies and gentlemen, a few words from the one and only, Carmen Basilio!
Thank all of you nice people for coming here. Great to see you. Hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Thank you a lot. I know how to everybody here has worked so hard to make a successful event here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carmen. He's the best, Carmen Basilio! Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to 2008 Hall of Fame inductee, Eddie Perkins! Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame favorite, just back from the island of Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, Jose Torres.
I always like to mention that when people believe about boxing and they think of boxers, they think about them in a very physical way. How fast they are, how strong they look, and how hard they punch. But the trick of every champion and of every good fighter has nothing to do with the physicality of them, with the brains. They are the smartest guys in the world. They know when to apply the punch and where to connect the punch. And for that, you have to think very deeply and to train and to train and to think. So what makes a difference between a good and great fighter to the rest of the fighter is over here, not over here. Thank you.
The great Jose Torres. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our favorite Ruben Olivetti. And we welcome him back this year, ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Fame favorite, Leon Spinks. Well, we had a great ringside lecture with her a little bit earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Lady of Boxing, Christy Martin.
Just like to thank everybody for coming out to support us again this year. It's great to be here with all these legends, especially legends like Carmen Basilio. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you again. Not just this year, but next year as well.
Christy Martin. And he really likes her. I know. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer, Emil Griffith. Ladies and gentlemen, Marlon Starling.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and all the inductees of 2008 and come back next year because we'll have even more great champions.
Marlon Starling. Ladies and gentlemen, Livingstone Rambo.
think every year you come here and you just see the fans coming back and back, and you just realize that kind of Stoda is the home for boxing, to recognize the champions and the fighters who performed so great over the years. And your utility bills is being paid for. All right? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to have him with us this year, one of our rising stars, Steve Cunningham.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. It's totally an honor to be here. Hopefully one day I'll be in one of those first third seats getting inducted, but there's a lot of work to be done in between that. I feel like I'm meant to be a boxer, I'm meant to be a world champion. I feel like it's my duty, my mission from Christ, because it puts me in the front of the inner city kids where I grew up, to let them know that they can do it too. You know, I come out of the hood, they can do it, you know, and do something positive. So that's kind of my mission outside of winning fights. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Next, ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Fame promoter, J. Russell Peltz.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Boxing Heaven. For those of you who have been here before, you know what you're in for. For those of you who are here for the first time, this is a 3-day boxing love-in. Everything that is good about boxing will be on display in Canastota, because contracts are not renegotiated in Canastota. There are no controversial decisions in Canastota. Promoters and managers don't have to buy full-page ads and sanctioning body programs in order to get their fighters moved up in the ratings. Fighters like Sam Peter don't have to pay double sanction fees to fight for the title. This is where it's all about. This is where we keep the real scorecards. This is where we know in our heart of hearts that Pernell Whitaker beat Julio Cesar Chavez. So, as I said a few years ago, there is no drug on the market, legal or otherwise, nor is there any type of alcoholic beverage that could give me the same high I get every June when I come here to Canastota. Thank you.
J. Russell Peltz. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome another one of our rising stars, Chad Dawson.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, it's nice to meet all you nice people, new people. You know, and I just love being here and signing autographs. You guys are such nice people. And I'm here with my wife, my manager, my son. So I mean, it's a great feeling to be here and then have them to share with me. So thank you, and I see you all this weekend.
Chad Dawson. Ladies and gentlemen, finally I'd like him to speak last because he was so eloquent in speaking about Hank Kaplan. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer Don Chargan.
Well, I would just like to echo what J. Russell Peltz said. That is the way all of us feel, and it was good to hear him saying it. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Ladies and gentlemen, our opening ceremonies. Let's hear it for all of our Hall of Famers. Ladies and gentlemen, all of our boxing celebrities. And one more time for Carmen Basilio. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We also want to just notate a few things. We got a lot of workouts that are going to take place over tomorrow and Saturday, so it's going to be very exciting here on the grounds. We're going to try to interweave our ringside lectures and almost make them commentators, and our fighters will be working out, both Steve and Chad and the other fighters that are coming in, so there'll be a lot of excitement here on the grounds. If you haven't gotten to see it yet, the famous Mecca of boxing ring, the MSG ring, is displayed and enshrined inside. There's a pictorial history, there's also a video history, and it's just one of a kind. So it's boxing history here this weekend. And again, we thank you all and welcome you all to our 2008 Hall of Fame Induction Weekend. Thank you, everybody. Let's hear it for all of our fighters.